Now that the water is above 40 degrees, I tend to head out of the park and go and find one of my favorite wrecks, which is a 20-minute shore dive to go and see the Robert Gaskin. There is a line up until about 60 feet before the wreck, and then there's a bit of a jump, and then you have to go and find it. It's pretty easy at this time of year because the visibility is so nice due to the colder water temps, and so you can see the wreck quite quickly. This is not the case in the middle of summer, and I would always encourage folks that in bad viz to always run a reel between the pin and the wreck. That way you know how to find the pin on the way back. But you can see here the visibility is really nice, and so for me this is a very nice zen dive. I'm out here on my own, and this is the first sort of bigger dive of the season for me now that the water temps are getting a bit warmer. So we do a quick run through the wreck, and you can see there's a lot of cool things to see, a lot of structure that's still intact, and visibility of course is extremely nice. So now we basically have gone in through the side of the wreck and are now heading back towards the bow and making our way through the structure. In the middle of summer you'll see a ton more fish, but right now there is not. And here we're going to start to make our way to the bow, where you can see all the barrels, and these would have been barrels that they would have used to attempt to lift it back in the day, which was obviously unsuccessful. And this is a kind of a cool little swim through to practice your core skills in terms of your finning and your trim, to make sure that you can get through the bow without kicking up a bunch of sediment or touching a bunch of things on the wreck. As you start to make your way out to the bow, I'm going to look down and probably see the anchor. And if you had done this right in low vis, you would have had your reel tied to the anchor, between the anchor and the pin. But the other thing I also kind of teach more advanced folks to do is, instead of trying to find the pin on the way back, which is an extremely small thing to find, especially in low vis, what you can do is you can actually head off the anchor slightly north, and you can actually go and find a small little fiberglass boat that we'll start to see come into visibility here pretty soon. And the nice part about that is that it's much easier to find the boat than it is a small little pin. And then once you found the boat, the line back to shore is literally about 10 feet away from the boat. Like I said, pretty easy to find right now because visibility is so nice, but there are always some telltale signs on the bottom in terms of some of the wreckage and the pieces that I know in order to find these things, but not a big deal at the moment just because the visibility is so good. And of course, I'm just going to take a moment, put 613 dive into the small boat 2025, and this means that the dive season has officially began. Hope you enjoyed the video. Practice hard, dive safe.